Right, this is as far as I got yesterday. Post wrapped, stringer wrapped, temporary handrail, but I've got it to the height it needs to be, so I can just mark up the back of it now. I'm going to mark up the back of the base rail, get that cut some spindles, fit the handrail. Let's go, baby. I'm just using my square to find out the angle that I've just marked. Should be about 41, 42 degrees, but it's always good to double check. 41.5. Right then, I'm going to have to multi-tool this out so this slides under so that it's in the centre. Perfect fit though. Right, so the way that I out my spindles, as you seen in the last video, is clamp a spirit level to the nail post and I'll measure horizontally, and that's because the way I do it is I'll measure horizontally to get the horizontal spacer, and then I'll work horizontal with the spacer, and then you can work out your spacers that way easier. It just works for me better. So I'll show you because I've wrote it down on this handrail. So I thought roughly I needed 20 spindles, but it ended up coming down to about 16 because of the spacer that I was happy with. I worked out that I need 16 spindles times 41 mil because the spindles are 14 mil. So 16 spindles at 41 mil comes to 656. And the overall measurement was 2140. So I've done 2140 minus 16 spindles. Comes to 1484, and then you need to divide it by one extra space than what you have spindles, and that works out at 87.2. So I'll cut my spindles, my horizontal spacer at 87.2, and then once I've cut one, I can mark up the back of a spacer on the rake, on the diagonal, and that'll give us my spacer, and I'll just repeat cut that. If that makes any sense. I've done a video on this before. Previously, so go to that one if you want. Right, so what I've done there is cut one, marked it on the saw, and now I've just glued that as a stopper. I'm going to push the spindle into it, just repeat cut 16 times. Let's go. cut the base rail, cut the spindles, cut the handrail while the client was on the call. I'm going to fit the base rail now. I'm going to fix it every 2 steps. But one thing I need to consider is the gap on the other side. So at the top, the base rail is actually sat into the wall, but I'm trying to keep it out so that I don't have to cut the spindles. Which means that it's a bit further in. But all I'll do is use an offcut of the cladding to make sure that it still has an overhang over the cladding when I clad that side. Right, offcut the cladding. Just make sure it's still got a bit of overhang, which it does. Love that. To fit the handrail, I'm going to use the spindles that I've cut. Make sure they're plumb so that when you put the handrail in, fix it in, your spindles are all going to be plumb. A bit of glue on it. I like to just pin it in place before I screw it. Get some screws in it and then start the spindles. Right guys, I'm on the spindles. And as I was saying in the video of how I worked it out, this is a horizontal spacing at 87mm. So I'll put it in there, horizontal. What I like to do is double check that right. So I hate to get to the top and glue and nail them all, and then we'll be slightly out. So I'll just go along, double check it, and then we'll go for it. Main spindles, handrail, base rail done. Landing area, but this one is only it's less than 800 tall, so I'm gonna have to build it up to 900mm and then cut that one at a metre. So I'm gonna have to leave these long, put a block of timber in so I can build the height of the newel posts up. Let's get it out and get the new one in. Right. I'll whack these in the skip, then we'll make a bit more progress. Right, So this existing post is no good. What I'm going to do is whack a load of sticks like shit on the back. Cut the end off, it's dry. I'm going to whack some of these Fisher plugs and some 70mm screws in. That's the sound you're looking for. That's literally a hollow plasterboard, and that's how good them Fisher plugs are. Right, we're going to wrap this and then we can get this handrail in. It's 2:10, so hopefully we've got enough time. Right, got the box section made up and glued. Got a bit of masking tape on to hold it together. What I'm going to do is to glue it, same as yesterday. Put some sticks like shit in there, and then a bit of foam to fill in the gap where it's not square. Right. It was an epic fail with the foam, by the way. Right. Get it plumbed up now as well. For the base rail, got myself the first bit, my little return point into the new post, centralised it, put it in place, and then measure from the new post 2050 to the longest point, cut it on there, chop saw, bring it in, fix it in place, what's with all the noise effects. What's lovely that is. Countersink. Right, so what I've done is measured the height that I want for my handrail. I've gone for 920, which is just above 900, which I'm pretty sure is the lowest you can go. Cut 2 spindles and placed them in where I want them. Now I've cut my handrail. So that's the height it wants to be. Just double check it for level. I need to cut one of them. Bang on. using the spindles, I'll fix it in place. Use Gorilla Glue and a nail gun to hold it in place till I get some screws in. Right, I'm going to get these spindles in so it's nice and safe. Right, I've got myself big massive pile of spacers. I'm going to get these in, get it safe because it's now 6 minutes past 4 and I need to go to a job, so boom, let's lash on. Shit. Oh no. Fuck. Don't put anything next to the edge.